want a free treatment? No, you don't want to wash your hair? Do you want to wash your hair? No? Anyone want to get a free treatment yet? No, it's great for color. Well, I promised her it won't fade your color. Do you have extensions in your hair? No, that's all you? No. She's like being hype girl over here. She's like, do it, do it, do it. We'll style it for you. Yes? We got another one! That's right. I love getting free blow dries. It's my favorite. Oh man, we got the feather girls out again. She's gonna take you back. Did you get to spin the wheel? Be awesome. Oh my God! 2 in 1 day! You manifested it. Congratulations! That's exciting! Manifesting it. That is so awesome. So she just won $250 worth of free permanent hair color right now. That's so exciting. Our hair color, the permanent hair color, it has green tea and sea kelp. And it is super nourishing to the hair. So nourishing. Very low ammonia. Our colors have letters and numbers. Pure pigments. Made in the United States. I love all of those things. I'm so excited for her. She's gonna look at the book? Awesome. Oh, perfect, yeah. So this is our Oya coloring book. It's our Oya Bible. It's shaped in a palette. So it kind of makes you feel a little creative while you're looking at all the color. If you look at the color book, you can see that it has all of the different family. You want me to take it or you want to take it? Oh, you want to take a peek? All right, do you want to sit right here and go through it and show everybody? It's okay, all right. I'll show it for you. All right. You want to band that for me? Hold on 1 second, I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, you're so sweet, you relax. All right, so if we open it up to the front of the book, perfect, so we have the color wheel. It shows where all of the colors live in the color wheel. So we've got our natural, and then we have like our reds and our coppers and our violets. All of that is all over there. This also tells you which of our colors have great coverage, which ones are our fashion colors. It tells you the different developers and the processing time, and it also tells you our mixing ratios right here. So if you ever need to put me in your pocket, I'm right here, okay? These are all of the fashion colors that we have, the Vibrant Direct Eyes. I'm not mixing any developer with it. It's just coming straight out of the tube. Go ahead and flip that for me. All right, perfect. These are our blondes right here. They do not have any gray coverage in them, okay? They're just gonna be gray blending. So we have all that. Go ahead. We'll just open to here. This is great. This is our 01 Ash. So these are our ash colors. Anything that has a 0 on it means it's gray coverage. Anything that has a 1 in it means that it is ash. You can see here, this means permanent color. Anything that has a fuchsia dot next to it means that it comes in permanent. And if it comes in the teal dot, that means it comes in our demi line. If you don't see a corresponding teal color to it, you can still mix it by intermixing other colors to make that color. Perfect. We'll just skip a couple. You can see this one is our -7 copper. Remember how I told you that they had numbers and letters. So -7 means copper. And then it also has the letter C right next to it, which also means copper. One thing that you don't notice is that it doesn't have a gray spine to it, which means it doesn't have gray coverage. So if you need to intermix with any of the gray coverage colors, there are 3 of them. They're natural, beige, and ash, NBA, basketball colors, okay? So if you wanted to make something red, you want to use a natural, beige, or ash to sit there and correspond the supporting color in your gray coverage, which is going to be your beige. That's what you're going to use for your red colors. And I can tell you that's true because that's what I do to my phone. So I use the also have a clear, which is a crystal clear, no pigment to it, just shine. And then we also have this one special ingredient here called lightning cream. It's ammonia in a tube. It helps with extra vibrancy with your reds. It's going to add with an extra lifted color, and then it's also going to make your reds more intense, and it does eat through existing pigments. What do you guys think? Super easy to look at? Amazing. We're going to get you something. Can we get her something? Perfect. Let's give her a free velvet. Do you want a free velvet? What kind of struggles do you have with your hair? Yeah. Nothing? You just wanted healthy, shiny? Not tangly? Yeah? Nothing tangly? You have fine hair, so do you struggle with it being full and fluffy? Yes. Perfect. So our velvet is our hot product of the year. It is instant. So you're going to shampoo your hair with a regular shampoo. You're going to apply the liquid velvet all over it. It actually is liquid. You can feel it. Squishy. Just right there, comes in this little squirt bottle. You're going to mist it all over your hair. You can put it on your scalp. It has quinoa seed protein in it. It's going to nourish your scalp. It's going to feel amazing. Okay? You don't leave it on. Rinse it out immediately. Rinse it out immediately. Don't leave it on, okay? And then you're gonna have silky, silky, silky hair. I love doing this with my blondes that are super tangly, especially if you guys like back combs. You guys do teasy lights and stuff like that. Love the teasy lights, hate the combing out, right? I feel super angry, like, I hate mine. So if you go ahead and do the velvet, it's gonna absolutely sit there and give you a nice little slip. All right, perfect. What other questions do we have? She's like, I wasn't listening to you. I was like, well, Dylan has silky hair.
Disconnection, but I think it's too short right now to be a disconnection. Okay, so what I did was I took diagonal back sections and over-directed everything out this direction. Okay, what that's going to do is the hair that travels the farthest stays the longest, so it's going to over-direct everything in the middle to a diagonal position, thereby pushing the weight this direction into the middle. So each side is pushing the weight into the middle, maintaining that disconnection right here. Then what I did is I took and I over-directed all of this up to right where that occipital bone sits. The reason I did that is because right where that occipital bone sits, what we're going to do is we're going to be building graduation above it, and we're going to be building concave layering underneath it, right? Both have the same exact shape, however, we are building weight here, but because short hair goes to longer hair on the bottom, it becomes layering, right? Because it pushes everything down, it releases weight. And so essentially what I did is I concaved all of that in the middle, building a little bit of shape in through the crown, and then also maintaining the length at the bottom. So that's basically what my goal is right here. Now, I always look at the overall shape of the haircut as well as the overall shape of the head, because that helps tell me exactly what's possible. Whenever somebody comes in and asks for something creative, right? I always want to ask them questions, and I always want to look at what their hair wants to do, because it'll start to tell me how creative I can get with that haircut, right? We don't want to ever sacrifice practicality for creativity. We want to make sure that the haircut fits the individual in the chair and also fits their hair, because if they can't style their hair at home, it's not the right haircut for them, right? So I'm going to look exactly what direction that hair flows. Does it flow forward in some directions? Does it flow back in some directions? That'll start telling me exactly what's going to work. Right here and through the front, it tells me that it wants to be a fringe. It doesn't want to go up because her hairline grows down in the front. Some people's hairline grows up in the front, right? And so that starts to tell me whether the haircut's going to flow forward or whether it's going to flow back, okay? What I'm doing in through here is this temple area tends to get very wide, right? And so because her hair is a little straighter, it starts to expand more on the side. So I need to take and bring that in a little bit, thereby creating more symmetry when it comes to elongating her features. Does that make sense? And so if her hair was a little bit curly, it might sit in a little bit more. I don't know, but we do know that it's straight, so I need to work with that. So what I'm going to do is in through the sides, I want to maintain this flow that we created back here, but we can see that the hair starts to shoot out like this right above the ear. So I'm going to take it nice and short above the ear, because I know I would have to grow this hair out a lot longer to get it to work and to get it to like actually lay down, right? Because I need to add weight. Anytime we want weight, we need to add length, because that adds control, right? Weight isn't always your worst enemy. Sometimes we need weight to be able to control hair and get it to flow the direction that we want it to. So what I'm going to do is is I take it nice and short in through here. I'm working my braid from bottom to top, and this is more of a taper, okay? The way I classify a taper is right there where the ear connects. It's never gonna go above this point. Once it goes above the ear right here, I have to stretch that whole fade out, and then it becomes a fade, not a taper, okay? But essentially, I'm gonna go through the same exact steps for my taper that I would my fade. The only difference is I'm placing it at different points on the head shape as opposed to drawing my line all the way around and then blending up from there, okay? So what I did is I took and I went in and I decided to do more of a high taper. So I took and I curved that line all the way down, and if you see I stopped right where that ear is, right? That maintains my taper look. That means that all this hair right here is gonna stay a little bit darker, giving me contrast between the front and the back. Whenever we're looking to be more creative with a haircut, we want to be able to create color contrast within the haircut, right? Because that draws your eye to certain parts of the haircut. Additionally, if I'm going to be creative with a haircut, the entire haircut is not going to be a statement piece. I'm going to start to figure out what areas of the haircut I want to showcase to make more edgy, but then let everything else around it just complement it instead of like the entire haircut just being a statement piece.